4A Division II Substate basketball semifinal playoff is just about to get underway here in Concordia. Welcome to Concordia. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineer tonight, Bernie Fancello. The Clay Center Tigers, a 4 seed, getting set to face number 1 seed Smoky Valley for a chance to play Saturday night, 2 games away from Emporia in the 4A Division II state championship. Starting lineups about to be announced here in Concordia. We'll look at those starters, some of the numbers as these two teams meet for the second time this year. Stay with us. Pregame continues. Our tip-off just around the corner.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Replace your drafty windows with top-of-the-line performance and energy-efficient windows from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. New windows could save you 25% on your energy bill. Learn more at GeislerRoofing.com.
This is Dallas Hassenbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years' experience.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
As a family-owned independent business, our agronomists at CS Precision Ag understand what it takes to make your operation successful. From various soil mapping and variable rate prescriptions to pre-season crop planning and weekly crop scouting reports, our agronomists tailor fit each package to fit your particular farm. We are accepting new customers for 2017 throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
Starting lineups, let's start with the Smoky Valley Vikings, who come in at 13-7 on the season. They are the number 1 seed here in this 4 Division II Substate Championship. Dick Reinert is a 5'11 junior, averages over 16.5 points a game. Ryan Weldy, a 6'3 senior. Jacob Adams, 8.6 a game and over 5 boards, a 6'4 junior. 6'2 junior Brent Heichschmidt is at 11.1 a game and 5.8 boards per contest, and Ross Schrag is a 3.8 a game, 2.7 guy, 6-foot senior for the Vikings. For Coach Doug Schneider, the Vikings come in as the number 1 seed, and we'll have the Tiger starting lineup. They are going to have the national anthem following our starters being announced, so we'll break now to take you back to the studios. We'll take this time out, the starters and the tip-off of the Tigers next.
When you're shopping at Ray's Apple Market, take time to see what's in the wow bins. They're changed out regularly and filled with grocery and household items that will save you even more money. From staple grocery items to trending household products, you can't go wrong with saving money.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Having prescription coverage problems? Call or stop by your local Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy in Clay Center, Abilene, or Salina for assistance. They accept Humana and all major Medicare Part D plans, including SilverScript, Blue Cross Blue Shield, AARP, and Aetna. Still have questions? Get your answers from a smiling staff member at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy, where they're putting the care back into health care.
Saving for retirement can seem complicated, confusing, even scary, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Kathy Affolder for United Bank and Trust, and we're here to help. As we go through tax season, now is the perfect time to think about opening an individual retirement account. If you have questions or want to get started, stop by and ask for me or Terry Jermark. We'd love to walk through the process with you. Saving for your retirement with an IRA at United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life, equal housing lender, and member FDIC.
So you have the Viking starters. Here's how the Clay Center Tigers will start tonight. Nate Leiby, 9 points a game, 4.2 boards, a 6-foot junior. Dalton Altizer, 7.5 a game, 3 boards, 2 assists. He's a 6'2 senior. Anthony Atkinson-Anyking leads the way for the Tigers. The end man with 12.4 points a game, almost 7 boards a contest, a 6'5 junior. Brigham Glaive, 6-foot juniors, really got it going down the stretch, getting really comfortable in the offense and brings a lot of energy to the 6-foot junior. And Parker Folks, 8 points a game, 4 boards a contest, a 6-foot senior. Atkinson-Anyking set to jump it against Jacob Adams at center circle. The Tigers have the first possession here on this Thursday evening, the semifinals, and they look at a 1-3-1 zone defense immediately by Smoky Valley. Saw this against the Vikings quite a bit in the opening game. The Tigers against these two teams at Clay Center. Parker Folks has it left wing deep. Ball fake and goes left sideline, and the ball goes off the hands of Leiby and out of bounds to Smoky Valley. So the Tigers' first possession, kind of an unforced turnover against that 1-3-1 defense as the pass went left sideline and then off the hands of Leiby and out of bounds. It is Smoky Valley's first possession here in Concordia. They look at a Tiger man-to-man defense. Outside deep with it is Heitschmidt. He'll go outside, stop with his dribble. Now give it back off to Jacob Adams, left wing against Atkinson and Icky. Now deep it comes to Weldy. Glaves on him. Tigers in a man-to-man. First possession for the Vikings. Left side wing and deep it comes to Adams. He'll hold beyond the arc. Now up top it rolls to Heitschmidt, who puts the dribble down. Tigers stay in the man-to-man. Something they've played primarily through the whole season. Here's a floater in the lane. Wild shot, no good. Rebound to Altizer. And the Tigers on the move. Dalton up the right sideline. Hesitates on the baseline. Wraparound pass out to Atkinson. Iniking pulls the jumper from 15 feet away, and the Ant-Man puts the Tigers on top here early, 2-0. Back the other way, Nate Libby the steal. Tigers at the right sideline. Libby toward the paint. Across lane. Altizer to the free throw line. Atkinson Iniking walked with the basketball as he was trying to make a move against the defense that had bodied up, and he turns it back over, but the Tigers get a steal and transition opportunity. They end up with the turnover, but lead it 2-0 here early. Smoky Valley brings it across the midcourt line. Right and deep it goes to Heitschmidt. Looks down low, fakes the lob. Now on top it rolls to Weldy, around left to Reinert. Down in the post it comes inside to Schrog. Now they get it to Adams in the lane. He pulls it with the left hand just inside the free throw line. Mid-lane jumper makes it 2-2. Tigers back with the basketball and facing the zone defense. Stretching out on the perimeter. Looks like a 2-3 this trip. They went 1-3-1 the first time down. We've got a foul on Smoky Valley. A hold as Atkinson Iniking was breaking down the defense with the dribble. He had kicked to the baseline for Glaves, maybe with a set-up three-pointer, but a reach-in foul called on the hold against Weldy before he got going. Libby from the sideline brings it inbounds. Now it is a 1-3-1 again by Smoky Valley on the defensive end. Right side it comes to Glaves. High post looking for Altizer, and a ball poked away and taken now by Smoky Valley. Down court quickly come the Vikings. Left wing deep, three-pointer. Heitschmidt buries it, and Smoky Valley has their first lead at 5-2. Now they extend the pressure out on the half court. Altizer across to Nate Libby. To the right wing it comes to Parker Folks. Jump pass outside. Altizer way downtown for three to answer, and he buries it. The long bomber makes it a 5-5 ball game here in Concordia. Up the right sideline, Smoky Valley with it. Half court set. It is Reinert. Deep right to Weldy. Lob down low. Off balance. Adams in a double team. Steps in, shoots it, and he traveled with the basketball. Nate Libby. Atkinson Iniking inside. Double teaming up on defense. And it forces the turnover. The Tigers get it back tied at 5 apiece. 5:26 to work first quarter. Parker Folks looks at a little three-quarter court zone press by Smoky Valley as he inbounds. Mason Allberg is checked in. Atkinson Iniking front court. Left baseline. Stops. Now in trouble. Gets it back out to Libby. Nate attacks right baseline. The sharpshooter Mason Allberg drills it on the right side. Allberg puts the Tigers up by 3 here as the Tigers have hit back-to-back triples. It's 8-5. Play center with 5 to work in the opening period. Out deep is Reinert. Off it comes to Schrog. He will hold outside to the post. They get it down in low. Tough shot off glass. Up and in by Heitschmidt, who has 5 early points. Tigers lead it by 1, 8-7. 4:48 to work in his first quarter of play. Altizer down court against that 1-3-1 defense. He brings it out on the right side. Holds there, still with the dribble now, lobs it deep to Atkinson Iniking. Free throw line, good ball fake. Libby hangs in the air and can't get the roll. The rebound comes off to Adams, and Smoky Valley has it the other way. Right baseline is Weldy. He'll go to the post. Adams back to Weldy. 3-point attempt on its way. Strong. Weak side board. Altizer. Tigers have it back with a 1-point lead. Midway point here in the opening period. Dalton backs it out with the dribble. Altizer stops. Right side wing and deep. Libby. He'll fake it baseline. Now comes back to the baseline to Parker Folks. Double team on him. He'll ball fakes and gets it outside. Libby way downtown for 3. Just rimmed out. And the rebound away to Rostrog of Smoky Valley. Tigers lead it by 1. Bullet pass to the baseline. Adams kick out. Heitschmidt hit a 3 earlier. This one strong. Rebound weak side. Picked away by Adams. Atkinson Iniking had it. Adams ends up with it. And a wide open lay-in. 9-8. Smoky Valley by 1. 3:40 to work first quarter. Again, the 1-3-1 half-court trap by the Vikings. In the corner left is Allberg. Mason holds, skips it right to Folks. Right elbow. He'll back it out with a dribble. Now wants to get rid of it and does so to Libby. 3:25 to work. Folks gets it back on the corner right. Ball fake, starts to drive it. Blocking foul against the Vikings. and the Tigers will get it on the baseline. Second team foul against Smoky Valley. 3:21 to work, opening period. Altizer will inbound it from the left side. Substitutions from both sides. Gavin Seabold for the Tigers as Folks comes off and Glaves back in. Livey to the sideline. And also Ben Weldy in for the Vikings along with Zach Abel. Altizer from the baseline to inbound. Tigers trail by 1. Dalton out deep. It comes. Allbird well beyond the arc. Goes off to the right side with a pass to Altizer. Dalton crossover toward the paint. Races to the lane and drops it in. He hit a 3 earlier. This time blew by the defender. And the Tigers back up by 1 here, 10-9. 3:05 to work, first quarter. Across the timeline comes Nick Reinert. He'll pull for a 3 at the point. No. Rebound inside. Battled for. Poked out of bounds. That'll be off of. They stay. Smoky. No, they say the Tigers touched that last. Seabold and Altizer both had a hand on it. It was poked away by Jacob Adams off of, I believe, Dalton, the last to touch it. So Smoky Valley keeps possession. Lob to the top of the key. It comes to Adams. Looks inside. Gets rid of it now outside to Weldy and around right to Reinert. 10-9 ball game. Tigers lead it by 1 here in the opening period with 2:46 to work. Now a step up 3, Reinert, and he cannot get it down. Atkinson inking way in the air to bring down the board. The Tigers have it back with a 1-point advantage. Glaves into the front court. Atkinson inking. Dribble penetrates. Kicks to the corner. Allberg hit his first 3. Just rimming off on the second one. The Tigers see the rebound go to Smoky Valley. 2:23 left here, opening quarter. Skip pass left baseline for Abel. Back outside to Weldy and now to Reinert. As Smoky Valley works offense against the Tigers man-to-man D. Deep between the circles, it goes out top to Nick Reinert again. 16.6 a game. He had a big game against the Tigers in the Den. 10-9, Tigers lead by 1. Down to 2 minutes left, first quarter. Adams gets rid of it to Weldy. In the corner right, it goes to Reinert again. He holds outside. Now stops. Has used his dribble up, goes to the post. Adams, kick out left. Weldy for 3. This one's going to be long. Rebound, weak side. Atkinson indicating. Tigers get it back. That was Ben Weldy with that free try. Play Center leads it by 1. 1:40 to work, first quarter. Glaves has it, right side and deep. Skips it left and deep now to Atkinson indicating. Looks to the corner. Now holds, spins, back right to Glaves. Corner right, Allbird. Mason, back outside. Atkinson indicating. Step back, 3 on its way, just short. Rebound pulled away by Weldy, and a foul on Mason Allbird, trying to fight for the offensive board. The first foul against the Tigers senior, as Allbird tried for the offensive rebound. Nate Livey, Levi Fitzenmeyer, Parker Folks in for the Tigers. Also Smoky Valley substitutes Schrog back in, and also Heitschmidt back on the floor. Play Center leads at 10-9, 1:22 to work, first period. Reinert works it toward the midcourt stripe. Heitschmidt left and deep. Folks out on him. Tigers in that man-to-man. Heitschmidt gives it out top to Weldy. Around right it comes to Abel. Lob inside. Heitschmidt almost lost it. Gets it back against Folks. Now the drop-off inside. Ball to the baseline. And it's going to be Clay Center's basketball. Turnover on Smoky Valley. Good defense by Gavin Seabold inside. And the Tigers get it back with 1:01 to work and a 1-point lead in the first quarter. Nate Livey will walk it up the floor. Three-quarter court pressure again. Down court. Ball right at the feet of Brigham Glaves. And it's taken away now by Schrog of Smoky Valley. And so the Vikings get it back, 50 to work. Drive by Reinert. And a bump on Nate Livey outside. Second team foul now on both squads with 49 to work here in the first quarter. The Tigers do lead it 10-9. It'll be Smoky Valley's basketball on the baseline. They have it left to the window. They put 4 across the baseline on the inbounds play. Now they lob it out deep. Heitschmidt runs it down near the timeline. Folks out on him. One dribble. Now off to Reinert in the lane. Off balance. Wild shot. No. Rebound. Battled for. Loose. Knocked out of bounds. Clay Center's basketball. Schrog the last to touch it. 39 to work in the first. Tigers lead 10-9 as Altizer and Atkinson Inning come back on for Clay Center. That'll let Fitzenmeyer and Seabold come off. The Tigers look at a little more extended zone pressure as they Smoky Valley Vikings have been just about three-quarter court, now stretching it maybe to the free throw line on the Tigers' defensive end. Folks in the backcourt to Livey. Nate still in the backcourt. Now across it comes to Glaves. Right corner, Atkinson Inning. Good dribble drive, kick out Altizer. Good look for 3. Hit his first one. Just rims off on this one. The Tigers have had some good looks at threes. They've hit a couple. The last 2 have almost rimmed down. They lead by 1. 15 to work first quarter. 10-9. Heichschmidt up top. He hit a 3 earlier. Over Atkinson. Indicating 3 good and a chance at a 4-point play for Heichschmidt before the end of the period. Atkinson and King tried to close out on it, got up high, and then the bump after the shot, so they count the 3 and a chance at a 3-point play with 9 seconds remaining here in the first period. The Tigers now trail by 2. First foul on the Ant-Man. Heichschmidt at the stripe. This will be the first free throw shot for either team. 9 seconds left first quarter. Free throw up and free throw good. Heichschmidt has 9 of the 13 points scored for the Vikings thus far. The Tigers trail by 3 now. 9 seconds to work. They have the basketball. Again, pressure by Smoky Valley. Zone press. Altizer, half court, stops, jump pass, left and deep. Allberg down low. Folks up off glass, though. Rebound Bauer for and ripped away by Heichschmidt. Tigers had a good look. Couldn't get it down. 13-10. Play Center trails by a triple as we head to quarter 2 in the Substate semifinals in Concordia.
When it's time to purchase a vehicle, you owe it to yourself to check out Glavin Ford of Clay Center. If you want the best deal possible, that's what Glavin Ford of Clay Center will do for you. Starting with our engines and oil changes for life, that's huge, folks. And your trade-in is worth more to us here at Glavin Ford. So if you're upside down in your current vehicle, it's important that you shop Glavin Ford of Clay Center. Go to our website at GlavinFordofClayCenter.com or come see us at downtown Clay Center. Glavin Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
Good first 8 minutes for the Tigers. Tough finish in the final closing seconds. In the last 15 seconds, the 4-point play that was foul called on Atkinson. He nearly gets a steal here, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Ants. So the Tigers, who had led late in that quarter, 10-9, saw the 4-point play make it a 13-10 ball game, and Smoky Valley opens up with the basketball in this second quarter. Tigers on the floor, Atkinson, Inniking, Allberg, Altizer, Folks, and Libby. Smoky Valley, Heichschmidt, who had 9 first quarter points, 9 of the 13, including that 4-point play to end it, has it on the right sideline, and he stepped out of bounds, and then we got a 3-second violation in low, and the Tigers get an early turnover on Smoky Valley in the second period, down 13-10. Folks will inbound. Altizer looks down court. Smoky Valley, who had gone quite a bit of full-court zone press, now back in that 1-3-1 zone defense. Libby has it deep right, now backs it out with a dribble. Left wing and deep is Allberg. Tigers had 3 3-pointers that almost went down in the first quarter. They did hit 2. Allberg had one of those and one that rimmed out. Folks in the corner left. Ball fake, starts to drive it. Caught in the crowd. Now outside, Libby, long 3 ball. No. Rebound, though. Atkinson Inniking, and he's fouled on the board inside by Kane Wing. The Tigers will have it on the baseline. That would have been an easy lay-in for Ant had he come down with it cleanly, but instead a foul called and basketball out of bounds to the Tigers on the baseline. Altizer will inbound. The Tigers put 4 around the square in the box. 13-10, Smoky Valley by 3. Lob into the paint. Atkinson catches in the air, tried to convert it. It went strong off the back iron and a rebound away to Smoky Valley. 6:48 to work, second quarter. 13-10 ball game. Tigers trail by the triple. Pull up in the lane, shot off glass, no. Rebound, Atkinson Inniking. Anthony brings it across himself. Now toward the paint, turns, spins, takes a guarded jumper. Tough shot, no good. Rebound off to Schrog. And Smoky Valley has it the other way. We'll be getting updates from some of the area Substate ball games for you. I know Abilene just updating. I'll get you that in a moment. Smoky Valley with the basketball here. Both teams scoreless to the first almost 2 minutes of the second quarter. Tigers trail at 13-10. 6:13 left first half. Around right it goes to Heichschmidt. He triggers a 3, hit a couple in the first half, can't get this one in. Boy, Atkinson Inniking, I have him for 4 rebounds already, and that may be light on the total, but he has really been a monster on the boards thus far. Altizer has it out near the timeline. 5:53 to work. Alberg now right wing. Back to Dalton. 13-10. Tigers by 3. And we've got an offensive foul low and a legal screen called away from the basketball. And obviously on the senior Parker Folks, because I see Big Daddy shaking his head as he walks back the other direction. So the score on the Abilene game, Ottawa with 1:54 to work in the first period leads Abilene 24-14. So Ottawa out to a quick start. That has not yet gotten to the end of the first period. Here, Tigers with 5:40 to work first half, trail 13-10. Smoky Valley in the front court. Kick out left, Reiner takes the three, now steps toward the lane. And a walk on the play by Jacob Adams. He had a ball fake, but he shuffled his feet trying to get to the paint. And the Tigers get it back here, still down by just 3. Both teams scoreless now through 2.5 minutes of the second quarter. And the Tigers back with possession here. Every one becomes a bigger and bigger possession for these two teams, especially the Tigers trailing by that triple. Libby has it out between the circles. 5:13 to work. Free throw line, Altizer. Step back, Alberg's got a good look for 3. No, gives it off to Folks. Parker down in the corner, double team. Now in some trouble, turns and spins. Sideline to Alberg. Mason backs it out. And they say he drug his pivot foot. Mason looks down at his pivot and says, no, I'm right here. But the official thought he squirted it a little bit after he made that hard ball fake against the double team, and the Tigers turn it back over. 5 minutes to work here in the second quarter. Tigers trail 13-10. Smoky Valley now back with it the other way. Reinert in the front court. Left and deep, Heichschmidt. Top of the key, Adams. Posting inside well, and it's taken away by Atkinson Inniking. Race to the other end. Anthony up, off glass. No foul called. Rebound to Heichschmidt, and then the Tigers get called for a foul. Anthony looked like he went through contact and didn't get the finish, but there was no whistle. And then Nate Livey, trying for the offensive board, ends up with the reach-in foul, and that is a huge swing. Anthony, a great steal. The run out, he was chased down, attacked from behind, did not get the whistle, and then the Tigers get the second foul called against Nate Livey. 4.5 to work, second quarter. Reiner, dribble drive to the corner. Abel has it down deep. Or correction, that's Weldy with it, and then back outside deep to Reiner. Tigers trail 13-10. Reiner toward the corner, still with the dribble. That kicks it out to Weldy against Alberg. Tries to hesitate, dribble. Alberg, good defense. Now the drive by Weldy. Kick across to Adams in the paint, up and good. Jacob Adams has 6. The Tigers trail 15-10. Livey in the front court. Baseline pass kicked away by Heichschmidt and out of bounds. And the Tigers trail 15-10. This is the biggest lead for either team. Smoky Valley with that 5-point edge. Seabold back in. Atkinson, Inniking, and Livey out. Also, Glaves back on the floor. Altizer will inbound from the sideline. Brigham has it out deep between the circles. Wide wing is Altizer. Dalton. Now to Alberg. 3:55 left, first half. Tigers yet to score in the second quarter, but down just 5. Altizer around left now against the zone. Now at the top. Moves it back left again. Oh, good look inside, folks. Ball fake, lost out of bounds. That'll stay with play center on the baseline as it was knocked off of Jacob Adams. So the Tigers will have it baseline right of the window. 15-10 trailing the Tigers by 5. Altizer lobs it outside. Alberg to the corner. Folks. Parker, couple of dribbles. Now to Altizer. Ball fakes it. Now back inside. Kicked away, but they say a clean bat away instead by Smoky Valley. And the Tigers with the turnover trying to get the entry pass to Parker Folks. Seabold, great defense inside. Working his way around Adams, able to bat it away. Here's Altizer back the other direction, and he walked with no foul before the travel as Altizer was headed toward the paint. Neither team in the bonus. 5 team fouls against the Tigers. That's just the 4th against Smoky Valley. Atkinson Inniking back in. Alberg out. 3:20 left first half. Tigers trailing here 15-10. Out deep. Altizer in the corner. Folks, Parker goes strong up and no. Rebound. Batted around. Atkinson Inniking rims it in. He's got his second field goal. The Tigers trail by a triple against 15-12. Their first point of the second quarter at 3:07. And now a drive by Smoky Valley. And Parker Folks kind of throws his hands in the air saying, just standing here, but wrong place, wrong time, and the foul call. They say on the floor, so still no free throw shots. There's only been 1 free throw shot the entire first half. That was by Smoky Valley to end the first quarter. Now Heichschmidt keeps open in the lane. He has 11. Tigers trail 17-12. Altizer, right wing and deep. Folks, 2:53 to work. Here's Glaves. Now to Altizer, 2:50 left in the first half. Against that zone, Altizer works right, now left, looks in low. Atkinson indicating through contact. There's a chance at a three-point play and the first free throw opportunity for the Tigers with 2:43 to work first half. And it'll be Atkinson Inicky at the line for a chance at the old-fashioned tray. 6 points now for the Ant-Man. He could cut the lead down to 2. Free throw up. It is good. He's got 7, and the Tigers trail 17-15 with 2:42 to work first half. Smoky Valley across the timeline. Abel hands it outside to Reinert. Altizer out on him. Reinert guarded 3 on its way and drops it in. Maybe not the shot you want, but he is their leading scorer at 16.6 a game, his first bucket of the contest. He drilled it right in the eye of a defender coming out at him. 20-15, Tigers back down by 5 now. Here's Folks. Dribbles it out, hands it off to Altizer. 2:13 left, second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we're going to hear from the Tiger boys, seniors. We had a chance to talk with them at the locker room show earlier this week. Atkinson Inicky going to work. He's got 9, and the Tigers trail by 3. Anthony, a series of moves and spins and turns and drops it in with a little baby hook on the right side. Reinert, free throw line, drops it low. Adams off balance. Looked like he may have traveled, got away with it. He's got 8. Tigers trail 22-17. 1:44 to work, second quarter. Altizer to Folks. Parker clears it out left side, wants to lob it low, does so to Anthony. Double team, swat away. Now Anthony across paint. Seabold has it batted away by Reinert. And now a reaching foul in the backcourt on Atkinson Inicky. Anthony frustrated. They didn't get a foul called inside again on the offensive end, and ends up being a second foul now on Atkinson Inicky in the backcourt. 22-17. This will be the bonus now for Smoky Valley as the 17th foul called against the Tigers. And again, Anthony with his second foul. Libby also with 2 called. Reinert the stride, very good free throw shooter. He's got a 1-and-1 chance coming. Play center down by 5. Free throw up and pure by the junior, who has 4 points now. 23-17. Smoky Valley, their biggest advantage now at 6. 1:29 to work. Tigers have been held to 7 points here in the quarter. Free throw misses. Schrog the rebound, and it's batted off of Smoky Valley, and Clay Center gets it back down by 6. Mason Alberg will inbound. Altizer, Livy, Atkinson, and King Seabold in with 1:25 to work first half. Tigers trailing here 23-17, but with the basketball. Battle against the number 1 seed. Atkinson, King, front court, double team, turn, spin, kicks it left and deep and too tall for Seabold to go get. And the Tigers will turn it over. Smoky Valley has it back, 23-17. 1:16 to work. Levi Fitzenmeyer now in. Atkinson, King with the 2 fouls comes out. Also, Brigham Glaves back on the floor. So you have Glaves, Seabold, Fitzenmeyer, Alberg, Altizer. 1:13 left, first half. Correction on that Ottawa score. That's Ottawa 24-14 over Wamego. That's in Abilene. Ottawa leads Wamego 24-14 after 1 quarter of play. Here, a minute left. Reinert for 3, left side. He hits 2 in a row now, and Smoky Valley stretches the lead out to 9. 26-17. Altizer, front court to Seabold. Corner right, Glaves, pull-up jumper, 15-footer strong. Weak side board, Fitzenmeyer. Levi, back up and strong. The Tigers getting looks, just unable to convert. And now Fitzenmeyer with a reach into the backcourt. And it'll give Smoky Valley a chance at the other end for a 1-and-1. Heitschmidt will get that chance. He has 11 first-half points. The Tigers just not taking advantage of opportunities on the offensive end. They have had looks and unable to convert. Fitzenmeyer picks up his first foul. 38 seconds left first half, and the Tigers trail here by 9. They've been outscored 13-7 in the second quarter. Heitschmidt, 1-and-1. Free throw up and in. He has 12, and the Tigers down by a 27-17 margin. 38 to work, first half of play. We did talk with Parker Folks, Mason Alberg, Dalton Altizer at the locker room show. You can see that on our YouTube channel. So we're going to have their audio from that interview coming up at halftime. 28-17 here. Tigers now down by 11 as Heitschmidt hits the free throw. He's got 13 points. Altizer front court toward the lane. Now lost it. Gets it right back in a wide-open lay-in. Benefit of a good bounce, friendly bounce for Altizer. The lead back down to 9, 28-19. Altizer with 7 first-half points. 24 to work. Altizer out pressuring on Reinert. Now it comes off to Weldy. Atkinson anything out on him. Right side wing Schraub to the baseline Reinert. 15 to work to the post. Abel back out to Reinert with 12 seconds left first half. Tigers trailing 28-19. Good game here as we head toward halftime. Reinert drives. Alberg the steal. Now Lively has it at the half-court bump. No foul. He'll pull for 3 at the buzzer. No. We'll head to halftime with the Tigers trailing by 9. 28-19. Smoky Valley the lead. We'll take a break. Look at scoring when we come back at halftime.
We are not doctors, but we play one on the radio. I'm Ryan Gearhand from Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed. With next year's spring crops just around the corner, we can write you a prescription for fertilizing your wheat. Proper fertilization is a critical factor in producing optimum and profitable wheat yields. We may need to run some soil tests to diagnose the right amount of fertilizer to put on at the right time. Follow the doctor's orders and make an appointment with Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed.
28-19 at the half. Tigers trail by that 9-point margin. Really a case of missed opportunities for the Tigers. Some three-pointers in the first quarter that looked like they were down and wouldn't hang in. And then in the second quarter, really there's some good looks at the bucket. They didn't finish, but still just down 9 against the number 1 seed Smoky Valley here at half. Brent Heitschmidt leads the way with 13 for Smoky Valley, 8 from Jacob Adams, 7 for Nick Reinert. They also have, for the Tigers, it is 9 points from Anthony Atkinson, Inniking, Dalton Altizer with 7, and Mason Alberg knocked down the 1 3-pointer. Clay Center trails 28-19. As promised, a chance to hear from the Tigers seniors earlier in practice this week. We've talked with Parker Folks, and Dalton Altizer and Mason Alberg will have that conversation coming up in just a bit.
Hi, this is Maribeth Connor from the Citizens National Bank. Don't fall victim to the fraud that is happening all around. It may come in the form of an email, a phone call, or something received in the mail. Remember, if you are ever contacted and asked to send money or to give your personal information, do not do it. If you have concerns about something you have received, bring it in and we'll take a look at it with you or contact the authorities to alert them as to what has taken place. Your safety is very important to us. The Citizens National Bank, Downtown Clay Center, member FDIC.
And joined by the sharpshooter, Mason Alberg, Big Daddy, Parker Folks, and the long bomber, Dalton Altizer, as we go into the postseason. Mason, I'm going to start with you and take a little look at what you guys have been up to, I guess, this week in preparation for Substate. I know you've closed out personally with 6 threes in the last 2 games and kind of got some things going. Talk about what this week's been like for you guys.
Well, it's been pretty good. We have a good week at practice, and we're coming off 2 pretty solid performances against Abilene and then Concordia, right. Yeah. But we're looking to build off those games and get ready for Substate.
It is a Substate that Smoky Valley you take on Thursday night, Parker, and this is a Substate, and I've told this to several people, and I said, I always preface it, it's a 3-win team going in. You guys have a real chance to win the Substate and go to Emporia. Do you guys realize that?
Yeah, we do. We realize this Substate's wide open. We just can't look at records because everybody's 0-0 going in. We've played all 3 opponents pretty close in all the games, so we're hoping to get this first one against Smoky and then win the Substate championship Saturday.
Dalton, as you guys get set for this, what is the game plan, I guess? What are some thoughts going in against Smoky Valley? You saw them once before here in the Den. Now you face them in Concordia. What are the things you're trying to do against the Vikings?
Well, we really just want to go in with the mentality that we can win. I mean, it's wide open, just like Parker said, and, just take care of business, basically. I mean, it's just, yeah.
Well, that's what it's all about, and that chance is there for you guys. As you finish up your senior year and you go into this postseason, Dalton, I'll start with you. What's something that's maybe stood out? It can be on the court, it can be in practice, it could be in the ball game. What's something that's really stood out to you this year that you'll probably take with you from Tiger basketball?
Towards the end of the year, we became more of a team. That really stood out to me. So
that's a great answer, Parker.
Just the work ethic of everybody in practice and all the guys. We've worked pretty hard this year, harder than we probably have in my 4 years of playing basketball.
So that's great. Mason?
I'm really going to remember the midseason tournament down at Hillsboro where we really played good and got 2 wins and ended up with 5th place.
Yeah, it was a great finish for you guys. Come from behind wins in both of the final 2 games to come out with that victory there in the Hillsborough High School gym. Okay, Tiger Talk. 3 questions, could be about anything. The Oscars just wrapped up this past weekend. I don't know if you guys are fans. Watched it? Anybody watch it? No, I didn't either, so I understand. But my question is, of all the Tigers, coaches, players, whatever, on this team, who would have the best chance of being a movie star?
I'd probably say Connor. He's got the looks for it. He's got that little hair flip, too.
Very good. All right, Connor?
I'd probably go with Anthony because he's always trying to make people laugh.
Okay, very good.
Probably Levi because he's got the baby face.
Those were some of the guys over here that I had to shoo off. They were going to make fun of you guys, remember? Okay, favorite movie then. Just name a favorite movie. Doesn't have to be this year, just one that if you have to go watch one, you'll go to this one every time.
Blindside.
Blindside, good movie.
Gridiron Gang.
Okay.
The Greatest Game Ever Played.
That's a good movie. All sports movies. I like that. Okay, final question is, name a superstition or a habit that you have before every basketball game.
I really take my time lacing up my shoes. Just I got to get them perfect. And then always make sure my tights are at the right length.
Very good.
The day of the game, I'm usually the last one to get dressed, but the night before, I always have a lot of spaghetti, just like football, any sporting event.
Got to have that. Got to have those carbs, right? All right, Dalton.
I always shoot the same amount of threes before a game. So.
Do you have a certain number that you have to make, or just a certain amount you shoot?
Just a certain amount I shoot. Yeah.
Well, we want to see a lot of threes going in from these 2 guys, and a lot of post moves from Big Daddy down inside. The long bomber, Big Daddy, the sharpshooter, 3 seniors getting set for Substate basketball at Concordia. They take on Smoky Valley Thursday night.
It's a new year, and this means new opportunities. It's been said that tomorrow is the first blank page of a 365-page book. Write a good one. Here at TSI Kansas, our drivers are writing their story each and every day, mile after mile. What's your story? Call Heather in recruiting at 785-632-5183 and start writing a book titled Opportunity with TSI Kansas.
At Oldie Seed, our Know to Grow research program gives you first-hand knowledge of the performance characteristics of each hybrid and variety we offer. We use that knowledge to help you select from the latest traits that include Extend, Enlist, Liberty Link, and Roundup Ready 2. When it comes to selecting your hybrids and varieties this season, count on your Oldie Seed representative. They have the latest trait technologies backed by a solid research program. At Oldie Seed, we have your back.
Is your growing business outgrowing its internet? No matter what type of business you run, you need internet speeds that work as hard as you do. Twin Valley Pulse offers 100 megabits per second and gig internet plans to keep your business growing. Twin Valley local support and expertise are other benefits to guide your technology planning. Don't let your business fall behind your competitors with slow internet. Call Twin Valley at 800-515-3311 to get down to business. Service availability and internet speeds will depend on location. Call for complete details.
If you've got a newer truck or tractor, you may need a newer diesel fuel. That's because newer engines operate under such extreme heat and pressure they can actually cook your fuel, causing power loss, clogged filters, even engine failure. The solution is simple. Cenex Premium Diesel with a special additive package formulated for the rugged demands of today's diesel engines. Want better running equipment? Get a better running diesel.
Investing in our owner's success. Farmers Cooperative.
28-19 ball game. We welcome you back again to Concordia. Just a couple minutes away from the second half getting underway. Tigers hanging around here despite this shooting woes that really just didn't finish some shots they had in pretty good positions. In that second quarter particularly, some tough luck on three-point shooting in the first quarter. They hit 2, but there were 2 or 3 more that rimmed in and then rimmed off. But Smoky Valley does lead to 28-19 here at the halftime break. Score update for you as well. Ottawa leads Wamego at halftime, 35-28. That's over in Abilene. And then you have Marysville girls tonight in action. They are leading Hiawatha 16-12 is the score in that matchup. Lots of basketball around the area. If we get scores in for you tonight, we'll pass it along. Otherwise, certainly update you the full scoreboard tomorrow morning during KCLY Sports. Now, here this week, Tiger basketball, the winner of this game will play at 7:30 on Saturday night for a trip to Emporia at the 4A Division II state championships. They'll get the winner of either Concordia or Chapman, who will play next year tonight. And then tomorrow night, Lady Tiger basketball is on the air. The Clay Center Lady Tigers are facing off against Chapman in the semifinals. Of course, the defending 4A Division II state champion Lady Tigers are 18-2. They have lost 2 straight down the stretch. They will tip it off again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Our pregame coverage begins at 5:45. Concordia and Smoky Valley, the other side of that girls semifinal bracket. The winners of the games tomorrow night will play Saturday evening at 6 p.m. again for the chance to move on to the state tournament. About ready to go here for the second half. The Clay Center Tigers, again led by Anthony Atkinson-Inneking's 9 first-half points. Dalton Althizer with 7, a three-pointer for Mason Allberg. 13 for Brent Heitschmidt led the way for the Vikings. They have 8 from Jacob Adams and 7 from Nick Reinert. So a pretty low-scoring game overall in the first half, and very limited on the balance for both teams. Just 3 players scoring for each squad. Clay Center opens up with the basketball, and they see a man-to-man by Smoky Valley. They did not show man in the first half. Libby has it out deep. We saw Smoky Valley go three-quarter court pressure, 1-3-1, 3-2 a couple of times. Nate Libby's in danger of a 5-second violation, and they call it on him. Closely guarded out near the timeline, and not sure he realized the count had stayed on him. Maybe he thought he had broken it, but that count had been going by the official. We could see it from our angle, and they turn over against the Tigers on their opening possession. Smoky Valley will walk it across. 28-19, Tigers down by 9, just starting the second half. Good one here in Concordia. Here's Adams down inside. Tough shot over Atkinson-Inneken, and he now has 10. So the Tigers trail by 11. Althizer into the front court. Again, man-to-man by the Vikings. Atkinson-Inneken to Glaves near the free throw line. Out to Libby. Around right it goes to Althizer. 3-bomb on its way. Just strong. Rebound tipped up by Atkinson-Inneken. Can't get it, but his second try goes up and down. He has 11, and the Tigers trail by 9, 30-21. Reinert, front court, dribble drives, and a foul is going to be called on the floor. It'll be baseline to Smoky Valley on the inbound. Blocking foul called against the Tigers, and it's on Dalton Althizer. It'll be his first, team's first. Not many free throws for either squad. Smoky Valley was 4 of 5 in the first half. Here's Adams. Out deep, Weldy fakes 3, dribbled in, free throw line, guarded jumper goes down. Tough shot. Ryan Weldy gets his first field goal. Tigers only shot 1 free throw the entire first half. Smoky Valley was 4 of 5 from the line. 6:40 left here in the third quarter. Dump pass from Althizer, just a little too strong for Libby to catch up with it. The crowd, and the Tigers turn it over down by 11. Each possession so important right now for the Tigers to chip away and stay around going late into this third quarter. 6:25 remaining, but it's a very quick-moving game. Not a lot of fouls called on either side. Smoky Valley with it. Heitschmidt back to the bucket. Guarded the fall away. No. Rebound tipped, and Adams comes up with it. Back outside it comes. Heitschmidt back in the corner. Weldy wants 3, and it's no good. Rebound, though, offensively goes to Smoky Valley, and a reach-in foul against the Tigers, and 2 free throws coming for Schrog at the line. The Tigers giving up 2 offensive boards that trip down. So Althizer picks up the foul, his second. 32-21, Tigers down by 11, and Smoky Valley at the free throw line, shooting 2. 6-foot senior Ross Schrog misses on the first. He has 1 more coming. Mason Allberg in. Folks will come out. 6:04 remains, third period. Winnable Substate for all 4 of these teams really coming in. Smoky Valley, the 1 seed at 13-7, but the competition has been tight between all 4 teams. Clay Center's fallen behind by 12 as Schrog gets the second charity. Atkinson-Inneken, corner left to Allberg. Double team on him. Skip pass right. He was looking for Glaves, and then Brigham and Dalton both kind of split, thinking it was for the other, and it goes out of bounds back to Smoky Valley, and a timeout taken for the Tigers sideline. 33-21, Tigers down by a dozen. We're in the third, 5:51 remaining. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
A missed dose of medication due to not refilling a prescription can have serious side effects on your health. Eliminate the need to call in multiple prescription refills with the MedSync program available through Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy. Your pharmacist will coordinate the prescription refills so you can pick them up on a single day each month that's convenient for you, and you'll never run out of your medication again. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy in Clay Center, Abilene, and Salina, putting the care back into healthcare.
33-21 ball game. Tigers down by 12 with 5:51 still to go third quarter. There's a long way to go in this basketball game, and Coach Drew Groover, I think, just calling timeout to say clean it up, and you're down 12 with a long way to go in this contest. They do shake up the defense, and Smoky Valley breaks it down, wide open lane on the opposite end. Jacob Adams sits up the lane. He's got 12. Tigers trying to go a little trap defense off the timeout, and nobody back. Defense broke down, and Smoky Valley ends up with a 14-point lead now. Atkinson inning outside, gets a screen from Glaves. Turn, spins, thought about a three, back out deep for Allberg. Ground right to Livy. Nate dribble penetrates, floater on the way off glass, though. Rebound weak side to Adams. He will give it off up the court to Reinert now. 35-21, Tigers in that little danger zone right now, trailing by 14. Reinert drives, caught in the air, and it's blocked. Foul call, 2 free throws for Reinert. Atkinson Inniking blocked that with his elbow, but I think they called a foul against Anthony, evidently with somebody. Reinert really had him a little off balance. Smart play by the junior point guard for Smoky Valley. But Atkinson Inniking with the height and was maybe up in the air a bit, but we had a lot of basketball on the block, but he picks up his third foul now, and with 11 points has to check out, and Reinert knocks down the first free throw. Misses on the second, rebound to Allberg. Tigers trail by 15, 36-21. They've been held to 2 points in the first 3 minutes of the second half. Allberg, left wing and deep. Ball fakes, now brings it out top. Here's Livy. He wants the three. It's good. Nate the Great buries it from the left wing. And the Tigers cut the lead back down to 12 points, 36-24, and they get a timeout call. We'll break as well. You're listening to Clay Center Tiger Basketball.
Think for a moment about all the high school youth who not only excel in academics, but also are successful athletes. It's not a coincidence. These student athletes possess the attributes of self-motivation, determination, and willingness to work hard. They shine on the court and in the classroom, and Clay County National Bank is proud to support them. I'm Emma Girton, and on behalf of the entire staff, we wish the Tigers every success this season. We're Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
36-24, Tigers get a huge three-pointer from Nate Libby. That cuts the lead back down to 12. Still 4:49 left to go here in the third. Full court pressure again by the Tigers out of the timeout. Smoky Valley, Heitschmidt to Weldy in the backcourt. Now across it comes to Abel. Starts the dribble attack out to Heitschmidt. Folks out on him. Corner right, Reinert. 36-24, Smoky Valley by 12. With the basketball, loft to the baseline. Adams below the bucket, and he stepped out of bounds. Good defense by the Tigers, and Clay Center gets it back down by a dozen. Atkinson Inniking will check in. Tigers likely to go a little offense-defense substitutions here. Allberg out, Anthony in. Zone pressure, three-quarter court put on by the Vikings. Smoky Valley led 28-19 at half. They led by 3 after one quarter. Now lead it by a dozen. Here's Seabold in the front court. Left sideline, stops, and a blocking foul against Heitschmidt. And it will be Clay Center's basketball on the sideline. Just the second team foul against Smoky Valley. 3 have been whistled against the Tigers in this third quarter. 4:22 left. Altizer to the free throw line. Atkinson Inniking back to Altizer. He'll step in the lane. Floater on the way, and he's got 9. And that cuts the lead back down to 10. So the Tigers on a little mini run right now. Have it within reaching distance again. Adams in the front court. Right sideline, Libby near steal. Reinert, the drive, a bump. Foul is called on the baseline. 4th team foul against the Tigers. No bonus, and the foul on the floor. 36-26. Parker Folks now picks up his third foul. So he and Atkinson Inniking with 3 each. Reinert lobs it out deep. Heitschmidt, right sideline. To the free throw line. Reinert against Altizer. Pulls a quick trigger. It's short. Rebound. 2 Folks, and the Tigers can cut this lead that was 15 back to single digits on this possession. Altizer called for a carry. on the right sideline. Frustrating call against Dalton. It could be called likely on every possession down the court on either team. And they got Dalton out in the right sideline with nobody on him, making his way toward the lane, and the turnover costly against the Tigers. 36-26, 3:48 left, third quarter. Smoky Valley, the 10-point lead. Tigers again, the full court pressure. Up the court it comes. Schrog steps through a double team. Now stops, gets it back out deep. Reiner, left sideline, it goes to Weldy. Now inside the paint to Ben Weldy, no good. Rebound, Altizer racing the other way against Reiner. Toward the paint, stops, puts it off glass, no. Wanted to get the foul, couldn't get a call. Back the other way will come Smoky Valley now. And here's Reiner. Oh, wide open inside. Schrog for the lay-in, and the lead back to 12. He's got 3. 38-26. Tigers a couple of empty possessions. Down by 10 with the basketball. Now down by 12 with the hoops in their possession. Here's Pokes, left sideline. Stops, back out deep. Connor last in the game to the right corner. Altizer, 3 balls short. Rebound comes off to Weldy. Ben Weldy with it. He'll bring it out with a dribble. Up the right side it comes to Abel. 2:53 to work. Abel the dribble out top. 38-26 ball game. 2:47 left here in the third. Smoky Valley, the lead of 12. Libby against Weldy. Drives, gets caught in the air, still drops it in. Not the shot you want, but you still get the bucket out of it. It's a 14-point ball game, 40-26. Libby, long 3 left side. No. Rebound. Folks brings it down. Back up. No. Gets his own rebound again. Back up one more time, and Big Daddy with his first bucket. And the lead is 12. Tigers down 40-28. 2:19 still left, third quarter. Weldy in the front court. Right side wing, it goes to Schrog. Back out deep for Ryan Weldy. He's used his dribble up. Folks out on him. Last now defending on Schrog in the paint. Atkinson in a king. Great steal. Now dribbles through a double team. Numbers the other way. Folks stops, puts it up, fouled. Will he get to the stripe? He will. Nearly a 3-point opportunity, but it will be Parker Folks at the line to shoot 2. And a great defensive stop by Atkinson and a king. Just stepped around the post player, got the poke away, then dribbled it, weaved his way really through the defense up the court, set up Folks for a chance in the lane, and drew the foul. He got 2 free throws coming. First Charity is up and in. Folks now with 3 all in the second half, and the Tigers trail by 11, trying to creep back in this thing again. They've trailed by as many as 15 in this quarter. Folks, 1 more free throw. 2 minutes left, third quarter. Parker's Charity is up, and it's down. He's got 4 now, all in this period. He will come out with the 3 fouls. Gavin Siebold in. 2 minutes left, third quarter. Tigers back within 10, 40-30. Smoky Valley against full court pressure. Heitschmidt to Schrog. Back to Heitschmidt. Still in the backcourt. Now Reinert. To Heitschmidt. Still in the backcourt. To Reinert. They bring it across now. In the corner it goes to Weldy. To the post. Schrog. Caught beneath the bucket, but finds Heitschmidt wide open for 2. Good feed from senior to junior. And Smoky Valley's lead is 12, 42-30. Here's Altizer out top of the dribble. Right wing backs it out. He wants Libby on the wing right, directs him that way. Now uses his dribble and needs help. Gets it off to Nate Libby, right back to Dalton. 1:25 to work. Tigers down 42-30. Altizer holds right wing. Looking to the paint. Can't get it to Ant-Man. Now Libby from way outside. No. Rebound, though. Connor last. Can't get the stick back. The rebound again. Gets it off to Altizer and good. Connor last with 2 offensive rebounds on the possession. Altizer gets the kick out and the bucket. It's a 10-point ball game. Weldy attacks. Blocked. Oh, they're going to call this a foul on the arm. Thought maybe a jump ball, but it'll be Ben Weldy to the line to shoot 2. 6'3" junior took it strong. Gavin Siebold really went up with him, but was called for the foul. 15th foul now against the Tigers in the quarter. Just 2 whistled against Smoky Valley in this period. And the free throw from Weldy up and in. Smoky Valley now 3 of 4 in the third quarter from the stripe. The Tigers 2 of 2 and make it 4 of 5 for Smoky Valley. Their lead back to 12, 44-32. The Tigers a little stretch in this third where they let the lead get out to 15, and now they've gotten it back to 10 3 or 4 different times. They trail by a dozen now with 58 to work in this third period. Here's Atkinson Innicky, left and deep. Altizer takes the three to the baseline, pulls the trigger, 15-footer short. Rebound comes off. Heitschmidt, and now we've got a reach-in foul that may be on Altizer, which will be his third, I believe. Frustrated maybe with the shot and just couldn't keep from reaching in, trying to get the basketball back. With 46 left in the third quarter, it is the third foul on Dalton. Smoky Valley against pressure. Weldy in the backcourt. Double team. Now gets rid of it. Tip pass. Picked up by Schrog. Now up the floor. Heitschmidt in the front court. Right wing. Stops. Top of the key. Schrog taken away for a moment by Atkinson Inniking. Now a great hustle play by Nate Leiby. The arrow is going to go to Smoky Valley as the ball was loose on the floor. Leiby tied it up. And the possession arrow to Smoky Valley. 44-32. Tigers down by 12. 35 to work third period. Heitschmidt will inbound from the sideline. Holds now to Adams. He will give it off to Zach Abel out deep near the center ring. All eyes are on him. To Weldy. Connor Last out in his face. 26 to work. 44-32 ball game. Adams left and deep. Heitschmidt nearly taken away by Leiby. Gets it back. Now it's Atkinson Inniking. The run out. The jump. The dunk. And the Tigers are back within 10. The Ant-Man slams one home off the pick. And it's 44-34. Abel with 8 in the right side. It's thrown away. The Tigers get it back within 10. 44-34. 7.2 to work. A bucket here, and you're back to single digits. And Coach Gruber getting a couple of three-point shooters into the ball game. The sharpshooter Mason Allberg and Brigham Glaves comes back on. Atkinson Inniking, the run out, went off 2 feet and slammed it home. Got the crowd and his team back up in this thing a little bit. The Tigers down by 10 with the basketball. 5 seconds. Here's Leiby toward the baseline. Runner on the way. Strong tip up. Atkinson Inniking. One more time at the buzzer. The Ant-Man knocks it in off the tip. And the Tigers are right back within 8 as we head to the fourth quarter. Here in Concordia, Tigers looking to knock off number 1. They trail by 8 going to the final 8 minutes. We're back in a moment.
I was out calling on customers when I ran into Joe, the facilities manager.
With all the colds and flus starting to flare up, I'm trying to find a way to keep it from spreading.
Central office can help. We have Genuine Joe hand sanitizers, disinfecting cleaning wipes, and surface disinfectants all on sale this month.
Genuine Joe? You mean this is made just for me?
This is our store brand of high quality and low cost products made for all types of businesses, including toilet paper, towel refills, all kinds of cleaning products. We're a one-stop source, and we deliver to keep you from having to take time away from work.
When you're shopping at Ray's Apple Market, take time to see what's in the wow bins. They're changed out regularly and filled with grocery and household items that will save you even more money. From staple grocery items to trending household products, you can't go wrong with saving money.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Tigers get the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. They trail now by just 8, 44-36. They trailed by 15 in that third period. And now right back in this thing. Here's Nate Leiby. Kick out Glaves for 3. Strong. Rebound. Leiby inside. He's fouled. Just the third team foul. The Tigers will have it on the baseline, but they do keep possession. The rebound by the junior. 15 points now for Atkinson Inniking, and the last 4 have been highlight stuff. The dunk and then the tip in at the buzzer. The Tigers with an 8. Now Leiby inside. It's a 6-point ball game. Nate the Great has 5. 44-38. And now the pressure for the Tigers. In the backcourt, Reinert to Abel. Back to Abel. Now to Reinert, who crosses the timeline with the dribble. Nate Leiby out on him. Tigers have cut a 15-point lead down to 6. 44-38. Reinert to the baseline. That ball off of Adams. Then Atkinson Inniking tips it again. Both officials are going to talk, and they will say it is Smoky Valley's basketball. I think that's the right call. Atkinson Inniking, another near steal, as he was able to get a hand in on it. 44-38 from the baseline near the corner. Heitschmidt out deep to Reinert. All eyes are on him. Drives the lane, has it stripped away, picked up by Schrog. Like a double dribble in the paint, but Schrog gets away with it. Tigers may have gotten away with a foul before the double dribble. Oh, good look inside. Altizer to Atkinson Inniking. He's fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. 15 tonight for the Ant-Man, and he steps to the stripe here to shoot 2. The Tigers trailing 46-38. So Tigers battling here. Just a minute into the fourth quarter as Parker Folks will get set to check in. Atkinson Innicking at the stripe strong in the first free throw. He's 1 for 1 at the line tonight. For the Tigers, they are now 3 for 4 in this entire game from the line. So they have not had many chances at the stripe this evening. Wamego has outscored Ottawa 18-11 in the third, and now it's tied 46-46 going to the fourth quarter. That's over in Abilene at 4A Division I. Atkinson Innicking now 16 points. He does drop the second free throw in. Tigers down by 7. And again, some pressure full court. Across it comes Adams, guarded by Atkinson Innicking, now to Reinert. And now it's going to be the fourth foul on the Ant-Man. Just a little too aggressive coming out the bump near the timeline, trying to force the issue. It's the fourth foul on Atkinson Innicking. 46-39 at the free throw line. Nick Reinert, who surprisingly is just 2 for 4 tonight for the stripe. This will be a 1-and-1 chance. First free throw is up and good. He has 9 now in the game. And one more free throw coming here with the coupon toss. Second free throw up and in. The lead's back to 9, 48-39. Mason Alberg in. Atkinson Innicking will come out. Altizer, Folks, Leiby, Glaves on the floor. In the front court, Altizer around to Alberg. Now Leiby left wing and deep. Thought about a long three. Doesn't take it. Now to Altizer. He'll pull from the free throw line strong. Rebound. Weldy brings it down for Smoky Valley. 48-39. Smoky Valley back with the basketball. Heitschmidt in the corner. He walked with it on the ball fake against Alberg, and Mason Alberg with a little pump up there for his team after forcing the turnover. Now Atkinson Innicking will come back on. Glaves will come out. So the Tigers again trying to go offense-defense. Substitutions. 6:23 still to go. Anthony with 4 fouls. Altizer walks it across. Zone defense by the Vikings. Here's Leiby. Looks left. Now back outside and deep to Altizer. Tigers down 9. 6:08 still to work. Altizer crosses over. Right wing. Back out deep. Leiby. Now left baseline. Alberg a look for 3. Just off the back iron. The rebound down to Adams. The foul on Parker Folks will be his 4th. Parker trying to keep that rebound alive. Was Alberg with a defender coming at him. Got a great release on that one, but it just hit back iron from the left baseline and rimmed up high and then back toward Folks, who went up after it, picked up his 4th foul, trying for the offensive board. 48-39. 8th team foul now against the Tigers, only 4 against Smoky Valley, and Adams drops in another free throw. Adams' first free throw attempt, but Smoky Valley starting to rack up points here at the line. They lead it by 10. Lefty's second free throw is also good. He has 14 now in the game. Tigers down by 11. Here's Leiby, pull-up three-pointer. Good. Nate the Great, second 3 of the second half. He has 8 all in the second half of play, and the Tigers back with an 8 here, 50-42. Reinert, front court, against Altizer. Drives, and it's swatted by Alberg. To Folks, to Mason. Here's Altizer, front court, drives, hangs, drops it home. 6-point ball game. Altizer, the long bomber, gets it down the floor. The sharpshooter, Mason Alberg, with the shot block on the defensive end. And the Tigers have cut this lead back down to 6, 50-44. Reinert in the front court against Altizer. 5:14 still left in this game. Weldy out deep. Folks out on him. Left side wing, Adams. Now at the top, Heitschmidt, three-pointer to answer it. He drops it home. Heitschmidt's been a bit quiet in the second half, but big bucket there. He has 18 now in the contest. Alberg, Atkinson Innicking. He'll attack, wraparound pass, but he traveled trying to do so. And the Tigers down 9, turn the basketball over with 4:51 remaining in the ballgame. 53-44. Zach Abel in. Trog also comes on. Heichschmidt will come off for Smoky Valley, as will Adams to get a breather. Tigers go full court pressure, down by 9, 4:51 remaining, fourth quarter. Pass comes in. It should have been a violation traveling on the inbounds. You cannot run the baseline off of a violation. But Smoky Valley did and got away with it. And now a timeout by the Vikings. That was not a made bucket by the Tigers. Weldy took off running the baseline on the inbounds, and the officials just didn't think about it on the play. So Smoky Valley buys a break. They got possession with a 9-point lead. 4:39 left here in the fourth when we come back.
Hey, it's me, Weeds. Let me in.
When weeds come knocking, let your herbicide do the talking. Wilbur Ellis is on call with the fall spray to keep those weeds under control. Now is an excellent time to spray, because once the weeds start growth in the spring, they rapidly develop with the goal of reproducing. See Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, and let us build a specific plan for you and tackle the weeds on your acres.
Hey Tiger fans, the lights are on, the team is ready, and the coaching staff has put together a successful game plan for tonight's game. Have you thought about your insurance game plan? This is Jim Gearhan with Farmers Union Insurance. Let us help put together a game plan for all your insurance needs. We cover everything from cars, trucks, boats, and motorcycles to homes, combines, and businesses. We can even help insure your retirement. Stop by and see us at 426 Lincoln Avenue, downtown Clay Center. A proud supporter of Tiger Athletics.
Smoky Valley's basketball, 4:39 left, 53-44. Weldy to the backcourt, had trouble getting it in, does so to Zach Abel. Libby on him. Now across the timeline he comes. 53-44 ball game, 4.5 to work. Tigers down by 9. They've cut it to 6 twice in this fourth quarter. Now Weldy near steal by Altizer, and he and the official run into each other out of bounds. Official, a little assist to save him from going into the stands. A great hustle play by the senior. 4:24 left, fourth quarter. 53-44. Near steal by Connor Last as he defends out deep on Ben Weldy. Now Weldy with a dribble to Reinert. Dribble attack, baseline right. Ryan Weldy, he'll pull the trigger. Swatted by Allberg and a foul call. Mason can't believe it. The outside official with the call, and Mason doesn't react often to foul calls, but he was livid that time that he had not made contact, but the outside official said he did, and Ryan Weldy's the line to shoot 2. $11 free throws made, make it 12 free throws made now for Smoky Valley. So they are 12 out of 17 in the game. The Tigers thus far are 4 out of 5 and trail by 10. And both free throws in here. So 13 out of 18 for Smoky Valley. 4 of 5 at the line for the Tigers. 4:13 left to work. 19 fouls and a half against the Tigers. Only 4 against Smoky Valley through a quarter and a half of the second session. Here's Altizer. Good kick for Atkinson Inniking. He goes up and misses on the lay-in. And the rebound comes off to the Vikings. Down court, Livey takes it back. Tigers down by 11, but with the basketball. And now the ball nearly taken away by Reinert. Play center keeps it. It will be at the scorer's table to inbound. 3:55 remaining, fourth quarter. Tigers down by 11. Still a ways to go, but need to chip at it now as they have the basketball. Well, they missed a great opportunity last time on the lay-in try. Here's Allberg, left corner, fakes 3. Out deep, Altizer way downtown for 3. Just rims off. Rebound tipped up. Here's Atkinson Inniking fouled. And the Ant-Man goes to the line. He has 16 points to lead the Tigers in scoring. Clay Center also with 13 from Altizer, 8 from Libby, all in the second half. 4 from Folks and 3 from Allberg. 3:47 remaining. Tigers trailing 55-44. Atkinson Inniking at the line, shooting 2. First free throw's up and good. He's got 17 now. Lead is at 10. Folks out, 4 fouls. Connor Last back in. So Last joins Atkinson Inniking at the line. Libby, Allberg, and Altizer. Second free throw up, and a lane violation, they say, against the Tigers. And so that ball did bounce in, but they'll wave it off. Play center down 10. Mason Allberg out. 55-45 ball game. Full court pressure. Tigers man-to-man. It comes into Adams in the backcourt. Atkinson Inicky on him. Now to Reinert. With Altizer in his face. 3:40 left in the game. Tigers down by 10 here. Reinert, dribble drives, cut off to the baseline. Weldy. Ball fakes, now shovels it outside. Abel for three. No. Rebound inside. Tipped around. Heichman has it. Now it's going to be tied up. Jump ball arrow goes to Smoky Valley on the baseline. 55-45 ball game. 3:27 remains, fourth quarter. Smoky Valley's basketball. Tigers down by 10. Fighting for their season's lives right now. The scores table, they're going to make sure on the possession arrow. We have a Marysville girls score, 31-23 now. Marysville over Hiawatha. That's 6 minutes remaining. Now all three officials going to come together. And possession arrow is to Smoky Valley. So the Vikings will have it on the baseline. Reiner to inbound. Looks to lob it out deep. Now holds. Now does lob it out top to Adams. Atkinson Inicky out on him. Tries for the swipe away. Now last near steal. Schrog comes up with it. Double team. He gets rid of it now to Heichschmidt. 3:15 to work. Tigers down by 10. Abel has it to the post. Adams turns, squares, puts it up in the lane. No. Rebound. Connor Last yanks it down. Tigers have it with 3:07 to work, down 10. Leiby, front court. Dribble penetrates to Connor Last. Ball fakes. He drives across lane. That basketball out of bounds back to Smoky Valley. 3 minutes left, fourth quarter. Heichschmidt will inbound it against the full court pressure. Now brings it in left sideline to Adams on down court. Altizer takes it back. Dalt, front court. Now dribble penetrates. Free throw line jumper is short. Rebound Heichschmidt. The Tigers keep battling. There's Altizer got it loose. Leiby comes up with it. A foul called on the floor. Again, the Tigers still not the bonus. It'll be the 6th-team foul, so the next one will give them that chance. It'll be Clay Center's basketball on the baseline. So it'll be Leiby to inbound. Right of the glass. Out top, Altizer takes three. Steps in, lobs it down low, looking for Leiby. Atkinson Inicky comes up with it, and he's got 19. The Tigers down by 8. Still in this thing with 2:35 to work. Abel in the backcourt with the dribble against Leiby. Now at the midcourt line, and a bump on Atkinson Inicky will be his 5th. Desperation time for the Tigers. 2.5 to work, down 8. You got to make something happen, and the Ant-Man's certainly trying to do that. He's going to finish tonight with 19 points, 9 first half, 10 second half, and he will check out here, the junior for the Tigers, with 2.5 left to go in the fourth. This ball game by Atkinson Inicky, I did not try to keep up with rebounds, but he has got to be, if not at, very close to a double-double tonight on top of the 19 points. Double bonus for Smoky Valley the rest of the way, so they have 2 free throws coming for Zach Abel. The 10th team foul on the Tigers. 55-47, Clay Center down by 8. Free throw up and free throw good for Abel. Mason Allberg, Brigham Glaves in. Last and Seabold come off. Tigers trailing by 9. 2:30 left here in this fourth. Abel made the first. And the second one misses. Altizer the board. Tigers down by 9 with the basketball. 2:28 still remaining. Altizer in the corner left. Leiby's got to look for 3. Almost hit his 3rd. Allberg, though, the offensive board. Altizer, he'll trigger the 3 ball. This one's strong. Rebound off to Adams. Now Smoky Valley back to the way. Reiner. Corner right, Heichschmidt. Hesitation move. Ball knocked away by Altizer and then out of bounds off of the Tigers' Nate Leiby. 2:08 remains, fourth quarter. Clay Center trailing 56-47, still battling here. Trailed by 3 after 1 quarter, down 11 at the quarter at halftime break. Fell behind by 15, got it back to 6 2 or 3 different times, and now Smoky Valley turns it over. Still 2:06 left. Down by 3 possessions in essence with the 3-pointers, 56-47. Parker Folks back in. Also for Smoky Valley, Ryan Weldy back on the court. Mason Allberg, Dalton Altizer, Parker Folks, Nate Lively, Brigham Glaves on the court. Dalton brings it across for Clay Center. 2 minutes left in the game. Clay Center down by 9. Lively fouled on the baseline by Adams. This will stop the clock and be a 1-and-1 chance now for Nate the Great. The break for the Tigers to get the clock stopped and a chance at a 1-and-1. Second foul on Jacob Adams. 7th team foul, so the Tigers are in the bonus now. 1:59 remains. Long way to go in this one. Lively at the line, 1-and-1 chance. Free throw up and free throw good. Lively's got 8 in the game. So the Tigers haven't had chances at the stripe much tonight, but they could sure take advantage if they can knock them down the stretch. Lively made the first. Second one crawls in there. He's got 9. Correction, 10 points for Lively tonight, and the Tigers are right back within 7. 1:59 to work. Timeout on the floor. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
Is it time for a new car, truck, or SUV? Do you want to get out from a high car payment into something you can actually afford? Whether you want a new vehicle or an upgraded pre-owned vehicle, Glavin Ford of Clay Center has got the best selection around. We'll take your trade and give you more than anybody else will because it's worth more to us. Take a look at our inventory online at GlavinFordofClayCenter.com or stop by our lot and see for yourself. We are located in downtown Clay Center, Glavin Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
Saving for retirement can seem complicated, confusing, even scary, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Kathy Affolder for United Bank and Trust, and we're here to help. As we go through tax season, now is the perfect time to think about opening an individual retirement account. If you have questions or want to get started, stop by and ask for me or Terry Jermark. We'd love to walk through the process with you. Saving for your retirement with an IRA at United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life, equal housing lender, and member FDIC.
56-49, Tigers battling here, down 7. Still 2 minutes to go in this game. Smoky Valley against full court pressure. Heitzman with the dribble, brings it across, stops in the front court. Now wants to get rid of it, does so to Reiner, their point guard. All ties are out on him. He will dribble penetrate. Kicks it out left deep. Heitzman for 3, and good. Wow. Heitzman, 21 tonight. Leading by 7. Not a shot you probably draw up, but what a bucket in for Heitzman. Now the feed from Altizer inside to Seabold. Foul is going to be called. Tigers down by 10. We see a guy rise up for that long three-pointer with the 7-point lead in short time, and you think maybe a chance, and then he drains it. He has 21. Seabold at the line. This will be 1-and-1 chance, and the first one up and good. Gavin Seabold has his first point of the night. The Tigers trail by 9. Still a minute 33 to go. 59-50. Atkinson King, 19 points, is already fouled out. Seabold buries both. And that lead back down to 8, 59-51. Good battle here in Concordia for the Tigers. 4 seed trying to knock off the 1 seed in the Substate semis. Adams, sideline, pressured by Fitzenmeyer. Minute 30 left in the game. Tigers down by 8. Now Nate Lively trying to block against the drive of Heitzschmidt floor, and he's going to be called for the foul. Kind of stuck the knee out there to stop the movement up the floor by Heitzschmidt. This will be 2 free throws on the other end, the third foul on Lively. 21 tonight for the 6'2 junior. He has knocked down 4 3-pointers, 2 in each half. Got a 4-point play to close down the first quarter. Allberg and Folks in. 60-51, Tigers down by 9. A minute 28 remaining. Heitzschmidt made the first. Second free throw is strong. Rebound. Folks tipped it, but it goes to Smoky Valley. And the Vikings get possession now with a 9-point lead. And Altizer has to reach in and grab to stop the clock and put Smoky Valley back to the free throw line. 60-51. Zach Abel, 1 of 2 at the line tonight. He'll get 2 more free throws here. Short on the first one. Tigers down by 9. Still a minute 23 left. Schrog back on for the Vikings. Heitschmidt comes out. 1:23 left in the fourth. Second free throw up and good. Abel has 2 points. Tigers down by 10. Altizer, front court. Left side on the wing. And he double dribbled with the basketball. Just got it caught on his left hip. And so the Tigers turn it back over here with 1:16 left. 61-51. Seabold in. Smoky Valley will have it, leading by 10, $1:16 to go in this game. It's been a great effort for the Tigers tonight. From start to finish, fell behind by 15 in the third, cut it to 6 3 different times in the second half. Here's still by Glaves, and now we've got a forced turnover. Brigham Glaves doesn't get the steal, but he forces the double dribble on Weldy. And so the Tigers will have it back. This should be on their own baseline to inbound. It will be Nate Libby to bring it in play. 61-51, Tigers down by 10. 1:11 left to work in this ball game. Libby to the corner. Folks, Parker out top. Altizer steps left. Three-pointer up and just strong. Rebound. Libby trying to keep it alive. He fouls Reinert. That'll put him to the stripe to shoot 2. 1:04 now remains. 61-51. Nate Libby's 4th foul. Reiner to shoot 2. He's got 10 points in the contest. Makes the first. Puts him at 5 of 7 from the free throw line. And 11 points. Second free throw misses. Schrog an offensive board. Allberger reach in. And so it's Smoky Valley back again to the free throw line. And it will be Ross Schrog, who's 1 of 2 at the line, has 5 points. Foul was on Allberg, his 3rd. 2 shots coming. First is crawling in. 6 points now for the 6-foot senior for Smoky Valley. And the Tigers have fallen behind by a dozen, 63-51 with 1:02 left. Not without battle, though, for the Tigers. Free throw here misses. Allberg the rebound. Saves it into Altizer. 58 to work. Dalton racing down the court. Lively right sideline, trying to get a shot off. Now dribble penetrates, trying to kick it inside. Folks kept it alive for a moment. Schrog has it. Now Smoky Valley back with the basketball and a 12-point lead under a minute to go. And a foul on Brigham Glaves will put Smoky Valley at the free throw line. 63-51. Smoky Valley the lead. Tigers were down 13-10 after 1 quarter. 28-19 at the halftime break. They fell behind by 15, got it to within 6, and then trailed by just 8 going to the 4th quarter. They got it back to 6 a couple of more times, and then Smoky Valley just able to make their free throws down the stretch. The Tigers are going to clear the bench. Josh Hayden will come in, Dylan Moon, Evan Rosenau for the Tigers, and that allows 3 seniors to come off, and they should get a great round for the battle they put up tonight and through this season. Parker Folks, Mason Allberg, Dalton Altizer. Good efforts, good year, and what a finish to the season. The Battle Abilene down the stretch on the road to lose a really heart-wrenching one here at Concordia. Their last game out by 1. And then tonight to come in and really battle. This is going to be a double-digit ball game, but it was some kind of contest for the Tigers tonight as they really battled here against the number 1 seed. Ball loose in the backcourt. Libby has it. Now brings it across. Corner left. Glaves for 3. Yes! Brigham Glaves drops it in from the left corner. His first bucket tonight. 64-54. And now Smoky Valley to the front court with 26. And we have a double dribble against the Vikings. Tigers will get it back. 26 to work. They're going to run out of time, but not out of effort. This Tiger battle tonight has been a good one here on the road in the Substate semis. Here's Dylan Moon, dribble drive, and he carries the basketball and gives it back to Smoky Valley. 21.7 left in the game. Smoky Valley will advance to the championship game Saturday night. They'll play the winner of Concordia and Chapman, who are playing next. Nate Lively, what a great hustle play. Diving away from his own basket at half court. Got a tip on the basketball and knocked it out of bounds. Down to 18 seconds remaining. Smoky Valley from the sideline to inbound. The lob out near half court. Carson Windholtz with it. 12 seconds left. Tigers will not foul as the ball game about in the books for Smoky Valley to advance to the Substate Championship. But what a battle for the Tigers. 4 seconds left. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Smoky Valley's going to move on. Their final 64-54 to give the Clay Center Tigers a big hand for the effort they put up to come in here tonight and really battle and scare Smoky Valley throughout this ball game. That's the final 64-54. Smoky Valley moves on. We'll come back with your Tiger post game right after these.
Josh Beam grew up on a ranch near Cuba, Kansas. He's a firefighter, county fair volunteer, and an advanced cropping system specialist at Central Valley Ag in Greenleaf, working with the friends and neighbors he grew up with.
When they're down, you know how they're feeling because you've been there yourself growing up farming, because not everything's always just been great and there's been the downfalls and things.
Josh Beam, one of the proud team members able to say, "We are CVA." Find out more about them at cvacoop.com.
Here at TSI Kansas, we're looking for a certain type of driver to join our team. We're looking for a passionate, loyal, dedicated, and hardworking driver. We're looking for the driver that wants to stay, make a career, not just another job. If you know what your goals are, let TSI Kansas help you achieve them. Call Heather in Recruiting at 785-632-5183 and ask how you can join TSI Kansas.
As a family-owned independent business, our agronomists at CS Precision Ag understand what it takes to make your operation successful. From Vera soil mapping and variable rate prescriptions to pre-season crop planning and weekly crop scouting reports, our agronomists tailor-fit each package to fit your particular farm. We are accepting new customers for 2017 throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
The new signature wraps from Subway are bursting with flavor, packed with double the meat and just $6.50 each. Try the hearty habanero roasted chicken, the savory chicken Caesar, or the tasty turkey bacon and guacamole, all wrapped in a delicious wrap flavor of your choice: spinach, tomato basil, or habanero. There's also a roasted red pepper hummus wrap for veggie lovers. Try the delicious new signature wraps, all just $6.50 each. Subway. For a limited time only at participating restaurants, plus tax, additional charges for extras.
Well, the Tigers come up short here tonight in a terrific effort for Clay Center on the road here at Concordia against number 1 seed Smoky Valley. In the Substate semifinals, they ended up falling 64-54, but they fell behind by 15 in the third quarter. They had it back within 6 3 different times before Smoky Valley did close it out. They'll move on to play the winner of Concordia Chapman on Saturday night. 22 from Brent Heitschmidt led the way. Jacob Adams with 14. Nick Lannert had 11. The Tigers get 19 from Anthony Atkinson-Inniking before he fouled out. There was still 3+ minutes left in the fourth when he did go out of the game. 13 for Dalton Altizer, 10 from Nate Libby, all in the second half. Parker Folks with 4, 3 each for Brigham Glaves and Mason Alberg, and Gavin Seabold hit the 2 free throws. Tigers end up with the loss 64-54, but really a terrific effort for the Tigers to come in here, scare Smoky Valley. They had their chances throughout, and bucket here or there falls. Who knows how this thing could have gone? They may have been back here on Saturday evening playing for a trip to Emporia in 4A Division II. As it is, though, a 64-54 loss. And we had a chance to hear from the Tiger seniors at halftime. Had the locker room show with them earlier in the week, Dalton Altizer and Parker Folks and Mason Alberg, and just neat to see them come off the court together tonight as Coach Groover put in substitutions with the final seconds closing down to let them come off to the applause of their fans, their family that were here on hand as well here in Concordia. But thanks for the effort for Tiger basketball throughout your career, and certainly to keep this thing going. And this team just got better and better in the final 3 games. They were playing their best basketball of the season. Your Clay County National Bank postgame show sees the Tigers fall 64-54. That wraps up their year. But remember, tomorrow night, Clay Center Lady Tiger basketball will tip off at 6 p.m. They will face Chapman in the semifinals back here in Concordia, the defending 4A Division II state champion Lady Tigers tomorrow night at 6 p.m. For our studio engineer, Bernie Fancello, this is postgame brought to you tonight by Clay County National Bank. This is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your Sports Thursday.